Alright, so got the trusty stripper, whatever you want to call it. Good afternoon, by the way. I think it's afternoon. Yeah. Yep. 2:15, Saturday afternoon. And got a whole stack of the #1 wire, which we're going to strip it. Get bad Brite for it. Love this little thing. You can get the crank one, you get the drill one. You can make your own. What I do is I go ahead and I cut them to a certain length. I don't have a lot of bench room, so this works out pretty good. Comfortable chair. Put a big bucket down there on the floor. And just go to town. Set it up right. Set it correctly. Just come right off. A nice copper right out of it. Throw in your bucket. And what I do is I go ahead, I pick a color, and I just go. I just feed it right in the bucket. Feed yourself right into the tote. Just go to town. Should be wearing gloves, but it's not strand, so it's not too bad. Solid copper. So right now, I've got this set for the white and the red. The ground is a little thicker. I think the ground is 8. The red and the white appear to be 10 odd. But you just go ahead, just get yourself a little system, and away you go. Every now and then, stop, check, peel it off, see how it's cutting. Make sure it's cutting all the way through. If you don't see it, you're not watching it. And that's really about it. Just keep on going it all out. And some people wait, their amount before they strip, or I waited, but I didn't write it down. I did figure out it's about, I don't know, I think I said to myself it was like probably about 18 pounds after stripping. I always minus, probably about a pound or so for weight of all the plastic and insulation I'm going to get out of this. And just go ahead, if you're not doing a video and you're just sitting in there stripping away, set up some tunes. A lot of times I'll set up my scrapping guys that I watch. I'll have Drew up there, scrapping with Grandpa. And I'll have Romantic out there, Shark Scrapper. Watch all those guys just sit here and watch away. My goal eventually is to get my TV set up in here. I've got a nice small one that I picked up for free. Doing an electronics pickup. So yeah, I do a little bit of everything. Curb scrapping, e-waste. Just now it's starting to really get big into the e-waste a little bit more. I used to do it a lot. So I just go ahead and just rock and roll. That's really about it. When the bucket starts getting too full, I'll just go ahead and straighten it out a little bit. And then when I got it all stripped out, I'll just go ahead and sit down, with a bucket. 1 bucket for trash, 1 bucket for copper. Pick apart those 2 motors. I got to work on getting this out of there, which basically a lot of people already know. Depending on how you do it. Some guys have a splitter, some guys don't. Like I don't. I used to, but I broke it. So I'm just going to take either a Sawzall or a grinder, cut this right off, put it in the vise, punch it right through, and throw it in the bucket. I got a couple of those. I got probably about, I think it's about 6 sealed units from air conditioners and refrigerators I got to cut open and get the copper out of that. I used to just change them out and turn them in for sealed units, and they only gave you 20 cents, 22 cents a pound, sometimes less. When inside that is copper, and I want to thank Simple Man for that. I didn't know how much copper was in there until I cut one open, and I got like 8 pounds of copper out of the big red one. And that was fantastic. You know, almost 40 bucks, and it took me less than 30 minutes to crack it open, break it, cut it, and strip it, because the ones that are in the sealed units come out of the magneto housing, the stator housing, a lot easier, because they're not wound as tight, where the generator motors and stuff like that, they're wound tighter. So, other projects I'm working on, if you can get a hold of these breakers, they've got some good silver connections in there. I've got a whole bucket of that I've been working on. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. It makes the world go round. And it makes you money. Money is key. Don't have money? Yeah, you ain't going to have much, unfortunately, today. I use the barter system a lot. I do a lot of trade. Trade for work, trade for this, trade for that. So, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully it's informative. And keep scrapping. And like everybody says, leave it better than the way you found it. Thank you.